Mangar scour the depths of
All right. Let's hop back in. Might follow the main quest line today. Might.
Armed with Mangar's reliquary.
Also, I just realized we are over the 30-hour mark in this game. I'm not sure what that means because I don't have a proper gauge for how far I am into the game. But I mean, we have defeated like the Shadow of Mangar, and we've progressed a fair bit beyond that, gotten all our party members, so I imagine we're decent like ways in so far.
Men from the south, they came to the north, one of peace to break, the one that keeps our kingdom safe from plague and war and drake. They sundered it and hid the parts.
Here you saved Mage Aldwin's life. Thank you for that.
Perfect peace, defenseless was our land.
Name your...
Alright. Oh, elven wine is not that expensive.
Under in the Lestran horde, attacked with sword and flame. Lagoth Santa Abderfor.
I think I'll buy that actually.
One could stand before them on their way to Scarabray until a band of heroes vowed to try another way.
You know, I'll take the rotted food as well, because I can always use the trow squeezins.
Armed with the wand of destiny, we'll make our final.
I like you, Ravi, but your singing was kinda loud. Unusually loud compared to what I'm used to hearing out of there. Now the question remains, do I continue trying to go for side quests, or do I actually go back to the main quest line? I mean, I just finished a sort of side quest thing with Mangar, and kind of finished exploring a bunch of places like in Scarabray below that I hadn't reached before. Well, I know one thing I should do. Okay. Some of these spots are being taken up by doubled items. So let's just fix some of these item stacks. Looking for the elven wine. There it is. There's the Dwarven Stout. Wait, Fairy Dust. Fairy Dust. It's like I'm playing match game. Okay, I could have sworn that... Why do I still have these? Okay, I've got to have trial squeezins back here somewhere. Because I pretty much always have that. Really? I mean, I guess I did just do a bunch of combat with them, so... I guess it would make sense that I'm running low on that. Oh, I see a double of the soup. this over here. There, that's somewhat organized. You know, Craig Zero, it's tempting to lie to you and say yes, but I'd rather not be disingenuous. Oh, you saw the Jeremiah video. Oh, thanks. He's been pushing hard lately for a, like, any sort of re-release of some of the older ones. Alright, what in the hell do I go for next? Okay, I can't speak to the drunk, because I don't have all the booze that I would need for that. Still can't go to the Stanish Isles. I guess I actually am going to follow the main quest line for a bit. Now I just gotta remember how to get there. There we are.
How can you bear to live underground, Master Dwarf?
Did you just make a bear joke? Or have I been traveling with Ringneck for too long?
Eh?
How can I bear to live underground?
Yes, that's what I would like to know.
It's tempting to go back and make sure I haven't missed anything in the prior areas. Stuff that's accessible now that I've leveled up a bit and gained access to some new abilities. I can always do that later. Sulphur Springs it is. I mean, multi-platform would be nice, but it's a question of how viable it is. And how much anyone's willing to invest in that. Oh good, it's not a bind or consume point.
Now, elf, it ends.
You shall not triumph. I have seen your end.
There. Now let me through.
And leave these meddling fools alive? No. If you cannot defeat a measly band of adventurers, you do not deserve the destiny we have been striving for.
Curse you, Yadis! This is twice you've abandoned me! Ah, the adventurers. Again, you could not kill me before. Not even with the mage helping you. Do you think you can hurt me without him? Come and try me.
Oh boy.
What was that? There you are.
I am actually going to...
The light of your oh so virtuous souls will keep my bones warm.
I'm going to back out to the main menu, do that again, but I'm going to enter hide right before I do it. That way I can try and get the first move on this dude. Oh, that's the funny thing, Greg. That actually backfired in more than one way, because not only did the game flop, it gave the entirely wrong idea about what the game was trying to be, and as a result, kind of tainted its reputation in Japan.
What do you need? Darkness, take me.
Now, elf, it ends.
You shall.
What was that? There you are.
Shit. There's a weird timing for skipping this, but I'm gonna keep trying. Oh, I beg to differ, loading screen. The soup shall be mine.
What do you need?
Now, elf, it ends.
You shall not triumph. I have seen your end.
There. Now let me through.
And leave these meddling fools alive.
What was that?
Ah! I was so close. So it's when he starts talking to the mirror that I can skip the cutscene. Hey, Wallaby. How's it going? I'm trying to get a slight exploit to get the first turn on this boss. I don't know if you need to reboot it so much as just ignore one particular part of it.
Now, elf, it ends.
You shall not triumph. I have seen your end.
There. Now let me through.
And leave these meddling fools alive? No. If you cannot defeat a measly band of adventurers, you do not
Who come?
Darkness.
Come and die!
Damn it. So close.
A summer's day in Scarabrae.
Let's see if I can just sprint backwards and get the same effect. Yeah, I'm trying to skip the cutscene so that I can try and get the jump on this boss. If backing up doesn't work, I'm going to try and charge straight forward.
What do you need?
Okay, sprinting backward doesn't work.
A summer's day in Scarabrae.
That's a stylistic choice, Wallaby, don't judge. Okay, let's see if we can just charge straight in and get the advantage.
Ooh, there you are!
Okay, looks like I can't skip this one.
The light of your oh so virtuous souls will keep my bones warm until I am made whole again.
Aye?
Yes, whole, I say.
Okay, 250 points. Let's see what his abilities are. Automatically gain spell points. He'll attack every turn. I'm still gonna have you taunts.
My me.
The chittering.
Tell me what you need.
Insects. Come on, you tinkers. Enough talk. Attack if you dare.
No, Waddledee. I was trying to charge him before he spotted me, but it looks like it's not possible to do there. Let's see, does this rend... Okay, this should take off his armor. Alright. I'm gonna have to do that again at some point.
Aye?
I don't know, Craig. I think Uranus was kind of a mistake.
Good to the last drop.
Like, I understand why she's there, but... Like, at the
Yes.
same time, the cons kind of outweigh the pros in some regards. No, well, getting spotted just means the fight starts. So it's not anything terrible. And I got the first turn anyway, so doesn't really matter. I thought I would be behind the 8-ball if I didn't do that, but apparently not. Ah, Mangar, I fought your shadow earlier.
Ready, I suppose.
Hopefully you are a more substantial
Tell me what you need.
opponent. The dark side of Uriko.
Speak.
You know, maybe if you tried doing something between the relation with Uriko, that could work.
Goodbye. For now.
Yes! Critical right off the bat. So you are under 200 health.
Orders?
Eh?
I might have him meditate on this. Oh, I know that was you because, well, the name is the same. Like the @ name.
Aye. Time to hide.
Yes, a second critical. Add Fang and Mashiro. Well, in Fang's case, it would be re-adding. Because he was in extreme.
Speak.
Do I go for more damage on the first turn, or do I go for the Razor's Drop to maximize damage long term? You know, I'm gonna go long term on this.
Ready, I suppose.
When Yanis the Deliverer returns the farm hare to this world, they shall give flesh to the tattered wraith you see before you. I shall be a man again, an immortal man, who shall rule an eternal empire that will span the 7 realms.
Eh?
This nasty.
Oh, hello. Well, this will take care of the mental damage. Gives him 11 damage as well as a Conjurer's Mark. Now it's just a matter of how aggressive do I want to be with this.
Speak.
Anime series on another city.
Here.
Yeah, you'd think
Ready when
after
you are.
Yep.
like what they did with the animations in Extreme / Primal Fury, they could take it one step further
Orders.
and like maybe not a series, maybe just like an OVA at least out of it, but I guess not. Oh, damn. That's 3 crits so far. Well, remember, Walty, there's a difference between reboot and remake.
Here.
Ah, crit streak ended.
What do you want me to do?
Really?
Orders.
Oh, if I drink again, that'll give me 2 spell points, and then I could potentially use Rhyme of
Speak.
Duo Time to be able to have them attack again.
Yeah.
Screw it, I'm doing it.
Last drop.
More! Give me more!
On your word.
Aye.
Okay, this isn't gonna kill him, but it'll get him really low. Well, the difference is a reboot is you're starting over. A remake is you're just following the blueprint you've already laid out and interpreting it a slightly different way. damn, no crit.
What?
I'm gonna have him meditate again, in case he tries to do another one of those, like, high-powered spells.
We were fools before, my brothers and I. We worked alone, and thus we died alone. This time, we are united, and thus we will not fail.
Tell me what you need.
Okay, let's get that pesky armor off of you.
What? Just why?
And just as an aside, because you mentioned the post earlier, I wasn't familiar with that version of Ghosts and Goblins, so I looked up some gameplay of it, and man, I mean, some of it holds up, but holy shit, the jank is apparent.
Yes?
I think that's... I'm not a hardcore Ghosts and Goblins fan, but the love for that seems to be highly romanticized.
Goodbye. For now.
You know, romanticized, nostalgia factor, rose-tinted glasses. Call it what you will.
What a terrible day. Sialmar, our greatest sage, is dead. And that has crippled us in ways from which we will never recover. Still, you have awakened us to a menace we thought dead 5,000 years ago. And for that, and for killing the fiend Mangar, we are in your debt. Until we stamp out the exiled court renegades who covet our throne, however, we cannot turn to outside threats. I can at least tell you more of the threat you face.
It's definitely not a boss, Waddle Dee.
Of all the elves, only Sialmar knew the location of the Maiden's Barrow, for it was he who created the spells that protected it. I fear these madmen have some way to steal his memories from his severed head. If so, they know both where the barrow is and how to defeat Sialmar's defenses. That may mean our doom. That is a name of the charm, but I do not know what fool has taken it now for their own. Having seen Mangar's cruelty, I do not blame Tambarin for breaking. He was a good and gentle elf. I wish him peace. I fear I do. Thousands of years ago, the Famhair, twin gods from beyond our plains, entered the human realm through a rift in the fabric of the world and, seeking worshippers, raised humankind from apes. Had we elves and dwarves intervened then, tragedy might have been averted. Sadly, we paid no attention. Not until the Famhair and their human armies stormed our realms did we realize the danger, and then it was nearly too late. We called it the All-War. Every god of the elves and dwarves died to drive the demons back through the rift and seal it up. And still it was not enough. From the far side, the Famhair clawed at it ceaselessly. A guardian was needed, someone to continuously knit up the rift from our side. So as punishment for human hubris, we chose the maiden daughter of an earthly emperor who had followed the Fam Hair. Locked in a hidden barrow, she would keep them out by singing a song of mending forever.
Oh, she's basically describing the intro cutscene for the game.
I know not. Its location was hidden from all but the wisest, and humanity was made to forget its existence entirely. We feared that if they knew of it, and of the power of the Fam here, the worst of them would be tempted to seek out the maiden and kill her. Alas, the secret, it seems, is out. Thank you again for all you have done for my people.
You send me to face eternal death against the elves, the most powerful practitioners of the old races? Why not Xanta? Why is he favored with the easy work of finding the blood of Alfred? Did I not win from Alguin the book that told you where to seek it? You play favorites, Yadis. You think me expendable.
Xanta? Does he mean Lagoth Xanta?
What's the blood of Aethelrud?
We go to the Stenish Isles? Oh, I will sleep with one eye open. No Fichte trusts an Einar.
Oh man, where do I use this? Yeah, Craig, Blondie's still around. He shows up in his streams from time to time, and he just put out a video not too long ago. Oh, great. More puzzle lock elf weapons. Ah, I can't go through. That's right, I gotta go back to Rabbi. I secretly hope that Rabbi's last name is Ribby. So now that he's gone, does that mean that the portals around these things are going to be gone? Nope, they're still here. Alright, I do not feel like taking a bunch of unnecessary damage, so... Does he still plays NHL games? I would not be surprised at all if he just ditched all of them. Oh yeah, I've mentioned that pretty much every time I stream this Model D. It's the original one that can't be bought anymore. At some point, like probably when I finish a playthrough of this version, I'll transfer the save and then go to Director's Cut and do all the extra stuff available there. It's not so much I was lucky as much as I was early, because I backed this when it was in its crowdfunding stage.
stay in the camp.
From plague and war and dread, we sundered dead and had the parts in places great.
And the question is Rappy going to say anything useful about this?
So, friends, back from the Inshriach, and you put Mangar back in the ground where he belongs. Well done. But I can see by your eyes that's not the end of it. Tell me the bad news. Lagoth Zanta, the Lestrade wizard who nearly conquered all Akaith. Did this Yadis resurrect him too? Faith. How powerful must you be to have the greatest villains in the old tales at your beck and call? Did he mean the Song of the Maiden? There's plenty songs about the All-War, but I'd no idea she'd anything to do with it. By the river. No wonder we're hearing her voice so often. This Yadis wants to crack... Aethelrud was the first High Jarl of the Stenish Isles, but he's dead 600 years. How would Xanta get his blood? And why would he need it? If you still want to help us, friends, then I'd ask you to go to the Isles and find out. He had ambition, I'll give him that. Tried to conquer all Akaith by chopping up the Wand of Destiny and using the arcane disharmony that followed to make us fight amongst ourselves. If it hadn't been for a plucky band of adventurers, he might have succeeded too.
We're finally going to go to the Stenish Isles.
The icy home of the Einar Jarls. Centuries back, they were the fiercest raiders of the north. Now, they're honest shepherds and fisherfolk, with their days of bloody-handed reaving just songs and tales around the fire. The paladins have locked down the docks, the way they did the city gates. I see Duke again if you want a ship to the isle.
The Einar. I welcome the chance to kill another of these fiends.
These villains are leading us all over the map.
Can't we let the Einar take care of this?
Men from the south became to the north, bond of peace to break. The one that keeps our kingdom safe.
You know what? While I'm here,
welcome again, and one. You have slain Mangar the Dark before the portal to the Everwood, returning him to the grave and ridding the earth of his cancerous presence. Though you failed to save the life of the great sage Cialamar, this is still a worthy and heroic deed. It is the opinion of this board that your actions have earned you the right to further knowledge. Congratulations.
A band of heroes vowed to try.
maybe now I can finally complete that one subquest. Well, side quest. Got Monster Hunter on the brain, I'm already thinking subquests. I need to dig deeper into the lore on Bard's Tale and see how many of these characters have already been established and are reoccurring, and how many are new to this particular entry.
Scarabree has burning, Scarabree is gone. One day I'll be returning, until then I must be strong. Johnny, my foes may overwhelm.
Don't go looking for trouble.
See if I can navigate my way all the way to the Duke without looking at the map again.
Watch out.
Strange being in a strange land, is it not? What do you know of it? Are you not of kith?
We're all one land now, but we're no one people. These beads are as fun to me as they are to you.
Not quite, I imagine. Perhaps you can explain some things.
Can try.
There we are. Favorite Pokemon? Oh, is that directed to me? I have a few I could name, but probably Seal.
Hello. Who's this back then? Wait, I will read your mind one more time. You need to get out of town again, but this time, you're off to see the Einar. Am I right? Of course I am. Well, I am in a generous mood today, so I'll tell you for free. When you get to the docks, go left until you see me old mate Atty selling fish. Give her this coin, and she'll let you buy her tent. There's a boat back behind that'll take you to a ship bound for the Stenish Isles. Good enough? Yes, indeed. Oh, but here, as you're going that way, maybe you can do me a favour. I've a package for a friend of mine out there. Maybe you could bring it to him. I'll make it worth your while. We in the trade call it a beggar's penny. For when you need a favour. She'll return it when she needs one from me. It's a gift for a friend. You just give it to my mate Sven when you get to Wire, and he'll make the final delivery, alright? You won't have to worry about a thing. Fantastic! Then here it is, but listen, whatever you do, don't open it, eh? That'll ruin the surprise, and if that happened, well, I'd be quite cross, eh? Off you go! Good luck among the sheep lovers.
Alright, but if the box starts meowing, I'm opening it. Curly with a Nolan North voice? That's not too far off, actually. Alright, looks like we're going back to Scarborough above. Hopefully the Fatherites aren't going to give us crap. Is there a specific way it wants me to go? Oh, yes there is. Looks like as long as I make my way toward the middle of the map, I should be able to navigate my way there. Oh, this might make me go down and around. Or up and over.
What about you, Mistress Savali? How did you learn your, trade?
Ah, well, I was a spy. I worked for my king in a war against a neighboring kingdom. Indeed, I won that war.
You won a war? All by yourself?
I had help, but it was I who cut the throat of the opposing king while he slept, and thus convinced his kingdom to make peace.
Assassination? That's...
Dishonorable? Tell me, friend, which is the more honorable path? Killing thousands of soldiers and burning the homes and fields of their families in a war that will last for years? Or killing one king and ending it in a single night?
That's too much for my head.
Then try your heart.
Spill makes a fair point. She's quickly becoming one of my favorite characters. And not just because I can stack buffs on her to do a ridiculous amount of damage. He's not snobby, but he is still, like, incredibly overconfident. Which, I mean, when you're a duke, I guess that's going to be a given.
My fiancée went to visit her family in Camden. It's terrible.
Sold for hire, 20 years of that. Hot soup! Delicious soup! Best soup you'll ever have.
Okay, I can get down to the docks through this way. Alright, later, Craig Zero. Thanks for hanging out.
Of the Duke's, are ye? Step by here, then. The boat's at the back. Just down the ladder. Don't slip on the fish guts.
Time to make like sticks and come sail away. Are we entering the wintry lands this time? I really hope I'm not fighting that thing in the loading screen soon. I already had to fight a couple of those, and they are a pain in the ass. You know, Waddle sometimes when life gave you lemons, you make a Seinfeld reference. Or make lemonade. One of the two.
What a reek! The Einar smelled worse than I remember.
There's something not right about that fog.
I mean, the fog isn't the first thing that catches my attention, but sure. I'm doing thorough investigation of the docks just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, it's moving on its own. That always bodes well. Okay, good. Standing stones are right there.
The dead! No! No, no. You're not dead. You... Have you seen a girl? A young woman. She's my daughter. And I don't know where she's gone. I went out to the neighbors to beg some food, and when I got back, the door was open and... Clara. Her name is Clara. The fog came last week, and the dead with it. We've been hiding in our home since. But sometimes they get in. So many dead. Please. I can't talk. I must.
The poor lady. Probably a lot more like her around here.
I fear there are no lost daughters here. Only dead ones.
The Jarl is in the tavern. Why is he not in his castle?
Always start by establishing a boundary. Oh!
Why does a wee village have a thing like that?
Look at the size of it.
I've seen something like this before. I could swear it.
Hmm? Goodbye. For now. Gloria waits. Let us meet her.
Alright. See what you got, Skull Boys.
Yep.
On your word. This world will be better off without you.
Aye. You're as weak as tin.
Yeah.
Time to get drinking. Yeah, I find this game very relaxing to play. You can kind of go at your own pace with everything, including combat.
Aye.
Oh, damn. I forgot I got an extra opportunity point from that last quest.
Yes?
Oh, that makes this even better.
Orders?
Well, now I can afford to do this.
What?
Me?
Now what?
Whatever.
What?
You know what?
Aye?
Here.
Okay, Stack damage on that one.
Orders.
I can go blood for blood to take out that one. That's exactly enough points.
Fine.
And then I have 2 opportunity left, so I can do that flurry attack.
Yeah?
And a bow shot, and we're done. And I didn't even know I was going to get an extra opportunity points when I finished that boss fight, but that stacked with the commander role that I have on the Ficti character. And suddenly, I have 2 more opportunity points for every turn.
What happens if we get stuck halfway up?
Is this how they bring the fish from the port to the village? Seems inefficient.
Oh, that's cool. Why can't our elevators look like that? Gonna explore the, I guess you would call this the ground floor before I start heading up. Okay, can't go in there. Wouldn't expect to, they kind of don't want to get killed. Breaking open a box and finding wood is basically saying you found an empty box. Oh, can I talk to this one? I can.
No, dear. We can't wait for Daddy. We have to get on the boat. We have to get on the boat now.
Why do I get the feeling that was the wrong character model for that voice? Oh, we got another one.
Only a few more steps. Hold the boat! Hold the boat, curse you! 2 more!
Well, they held the boat. Not sure that was a good idea, but they held the boat. Nothing else here. Alright. New backer one. The Shrine of Lozam. I like when people go through the extra effort of actually coming up with a name for these things that sort of fits in the universe. What brought this thing down? Oh, damn, there are lots of dead bodies here.
Stay back, you abominations! Stay back! Take my hand, sweetie. I won't let them take you. We're going to jump. Are you ready? 1, 2...
Oh, did they jump from up there? What if you jump and the impact doesn't kill you? Then you just suffer more. Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger up until the skeleton army murders you. Also, hello, Sliner. As you can probably tell, we're in an entirely new place. My hands are cold just making my party walk through here. Oh. My penchant for exploring absolutely everything is paying off. I'm doing okay. I still have a bit of work to do later, but for now I have time for this. One thing that's going to take getting used to with this area is figuring out where I can and can't walk. Because at least on the craggy beaches, it's a little tough to tell at times. It's not going to be particularly long. I'm also just a little tired because I had to be up earlier today for some maintenance on the home. It was just routine stuff though, nothing serious. Okay, that's pretty much everything down here for now. Except this is the first thing I said I was going to do, and I completely forgot about it.
You can't see me.
Okay, I'm going to get the jump on this one.
This will be a walk.
Hey, don't shake your ass at me. You don't even have an ass to shake at me.
Orders?
Whatever.
Tell me. Come on, you tinkers.
Ready, I suppose.
I think what I actually might do is this. Okay, that damages them.
On your word.
Aye.
Ready.
So she has no attacks left. That's a problem. Oh, if they do a Bard's Tale 5, it's probably a ways off. The amount of world building that goes into a game like this.
Ready.
Also, I don't know how the decision making goes for something like that, because they're under Microsoft now. So I don't know how enthusiastic they would be about having a 5th installment.
Ready.
Aye? Goodbye for now.
Tell me.
Okay, he's still got armor in, so I can use that.
Ready.
Oh, thankfully that critted. Yeah, In Exile's under Microsoft now.
Here.
Which I wonder how that affected, if at all, any projects they already had in the works at the time.
Time to hide.
Here.
Alright.
Speak.
Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to get all of these in one turn.
Tell me what you need.
But I can come damn close. You son of a bitch.
Fine.
Ready, I suppose?
Ready.
Aye.
Yeah.
Storm of Blades is not ready.
Yep.
What should I do?
Aye?
Blood for Blood's not going to come back for a while.
Ready.
Sure.
I suppose I could drink one of my elven wines.
Cheers.
My strength.
Ready. Good steel and a good arm.
On
never
your mark.
lost yet.
Yes?
She
Yeah.
can deal 19. So if I just rend enough of this armor, that'll do the trick. I have to cross-reference that with
Eh?
Ringneck's bow. It is an improvement. Into the cell pile you go. Oh. Oh wait, that's comparing it with the dirk. Yeah, I want this to be an offhand weapon. Do I want to sacrifice that? Because he doesn't have blood for blood, and I don't want him to have blood for blood. This, however... this could actually be worth investing in. You know what? I'll go for it. Adamas Dirk in the cell pile.
Do you need me?
Oh, that is the same weapon. Actually, the same weapon. You know what? That's a cell. I'll go with the shoe stuff later. Because for now, I've got to make some booze. Alright. Explore along the outer edge first. Please tell me I can knock down the wall and interrupt their conversation. I can! Oh yeah.
Thank you for the rescue, friends.
It was most brave of you.
I am Godcal McCreek, servant of Dagsyar the Sun, what the Lestrands would call a paladin.
And I am Catriel of Coil, what the Lestrans would call a dirty, thieving elf.
We were seeking the source of this confounded fog, when I'm afraid it got the best of me,
And I foolishly suggested we take shelter, instead of returning to the inn. Thus the skeletons found us. I think we will return to the inn now, once we've caught our breath.
Thank you again for saving us.
Okay, anything else out here? Doesn't look like it. Well, if you're going back to the inn, I'm going to make sure you can actually get back to the inn, because I haven't cleared the way yet. Oh, that's a nice little touch. Sound of your footsteps changes when you walk over the snow. Aw, why would you tempt me like that? Let's see, nothing else. Alright, let's head further down the road. Is that a protective barrier the survivors are using to keep the skeletons out? I have a feeling that's what that is. Alright, so I'm gonna back off. Try to heal a little bit. That should be sufficient for this.
Darkness take me.
Did you see that? The dead walk.
Are these the ancestors that killed my ancestors?
Okay, I love that. Are these the ancestors that killed my ancestors? Oh! Now, what are you?
Ready?
Want your armor to start. Pull you in because you look like an important unit.
Sure.
Get drinking. Hey.
On your mark.
Pull you in. There, now you're in a nice tight group.
Ready.
Tell me what you need.
Speak.
Me?
Aye?
Let's see.
Aye?
Here.
Orders? Away I go.
Yeah. I did not want to see what that unit did.
Ready.
Hmm.
Here.
Yes?
Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this. I could kill that one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 technically.
On your word.
Okay, here's what I think I'll do. Oh, it critted. That helps.
Ready.
Speak.
Ready when you are.
Aye?
Really?
Now we're talking.
All right. How dare you be smart and attack my one character who doesn't have the armor class.
What do you want me to do?
11 points. Son of a bitch.
Fine.
Oh, I know how to solve this problem. By drinking.
Good to the last drop.
And then doing this.
On Nathan strength.
Ready, I suppose.
Eh?
Okay, she still can't do blood for blood yet. So I'll have you attack here.
Here.
Speak.
Orders?
Ready.
Aye.
Ready.
Aye.
Yes?
You guys are starting to annoy me.
Yeah. Cheers.
Orders.
Here.
Okay, well, the good news is I got
On
blood
your
for blood
what?
back.
Fine.
Yeah?
Ready, I suppose.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Orders.
Yes?
Aye?
Oh, blood for blood's an attack where you get boosted damage, but you sacrifice some of your own hit points. It's quite useful, actually.
Now what?
But it may actually do... I may have him just meditate. And then only take out maybe 1 or 2 of these. So that
Yes?
he can cast more magic.
Ready?
Yes?
Darkness take me.
Here. Did you make that armor yourself?
Aye.
Yeah? My man, I will tear you apart.
Aye.
Orders?
Aye?
Yeah?
Yep.
On your word.
Ready, I suppose.
Speak.
Eh?
Tell me.
Oh, uh-oh. His corpse has not left the battlefield yet. And again, they might just resurrect it.
What should I do? Away I go.
On your word.
Tell me what you need. Orga! Lend me your armor!
Orders?
Yeah, looks like they can just keep resurrecting.
Whatever. Down the hatch.
Aye?
Sure.
Oops. Sound died for a moment.
Swifter.
Oh, don't mind if I do. That was a happy accident.
Aye?
Yeah.
Right, she gets the holy damage boost.
Your knight must die.
Here. Now what? What should I do?
Battle music's awesome. Oh yeah, I love pretty much every battle track in this game. So I've already used up my Trials advantage.
Ready.
Orders?
Yeah, I'm slowly catching on to this. You pretty much gotta orchestrate it so you can take all of them out in a single turn.
Aye.
But with a little perseverance and a little thought, you can make it happen. Oh, that is a lot of skeet. I'm rather happy with that. And this too. Bagpipes sound authentic. Yeah, they brought in a bunch of like people who played old folklore focused instruments to record all this music properly.
Here, darkness take me.
Looks like a giant soap bubble.
You know what? Before I go running off into anything that I can't tell what it is, I am going to find a save point. Oh shit, it's the Horn of Urgency. We're gonna summon the Huntsman. I'm guessing that this is at the very least going to be a side quest.
Who's that statue?
Someday I'll have a statue like that, and people groveling before it.
Oh hey, I'm gonna steal your stuff.
More? No.
you live and are not afraid to face the dead like the rest of the cowards in this town. Good. My forge is at your service.
Your eyes worry me.
Indeed they are. They hide in the tavern or their houses and starve to death rather than fight. I will not bow to fear. My forge is open and my hammer is ready, no matter what comes out of the fog. My grandmother's grandmother opened this forge, and I carry on her proud tradition. You will find no better arms or armor anywhere.
We shall see. I already had a better dagger than that, so you're off to a bad start. That's in comparison with my dagger, but I want that to be a side weapon.
What do you need?
Okay, that's also not an improvement. Oh, this actually is an improvement.
What?
What do you need?
Is that worth the 1 point, though? Oh, but it does increase the damage for last breath. You know what? Why make the money if you're not going to spend it?
Stay strong.
That last breath damage boost is what really caught my eye. Oh, now I gotta make room for this with the other puzzle weapons. Okay, I think... Yes. I think I'm good on that for now. Can I craft another master lockpick? I can. I always want to have at least one of those in my inventory.
The statue to Dagjar is all that keeps the killing fog from entering the town. And yet, these fools forget him. They pray instead to Vildsvin for strength in battle. How can one battle fog? If we all prayed to the Father, he would push the fog out to sea, and we would be free. Dagjar is the god of the sun and the sky, husband to Almain, the moon, and father to the rest. He is father to the Gotten and the Einar too. We are all his children, but some of us are forgetful. Were I free, I would venture within it to discover and destroy the source, but I must continue praying here, or the town will die. If you wish to help Wire, you could offer no greater service than doing what I cannot. Enter that tower, I beg you. Save us all. I must return to my prayers.
Well, good luck with your prayers.
My own dead husband, coming after me with bony hands.
Someone went crazy with MS Paint. It's impressive. We opened the crate without altering the position of that sword at all.
The seal and selkie. Strongest drinks in all the Stenish Isles.
Let's get inside. I'm freezing.
Get inside once I finish exploring this little bit. Some mushrooms in these barrels. Palavax Strontimir. Oh, I hear one of my favorite songs. I have a feeling we're going to have a few people to talk to inside here. Well, more than a few.
If we do nothing for very much longer, we'll all be dead. I must take back my castle.
The omens are not auspicious, High Jarl. Besides, your men are too sick to fight, and the treacherous priestesses of Orkan have spies everywhere. What can be done?
Arm the townfolk. Call our allies. Something, anything. My son is in there. My axe is in there.
I have prayed to Vildsvin, Lord. He says we must wait for a sign.
Swords of my ancestors! Since when has the god of war been so cautious?
He is also the god of wisdom, Lord. Have patience.
Hey, you. This dialogue option keeps disappearing. So that's what I'm supposed to talk to. Let's talk to everybody else.
Sorry, your worships, no jokes today. And particularly no jokes for snooty elves. Also, no capering, cavorting, frolicking hijinks, repartee or innuendo. This nightmare has drained all the jesting right out of me. I'm an empty wine sack that has no wine in it. Curse-bringing snobs. We trow as elves once, did you know that? Then the other elves cursed us and left us like this. Short, ugly and bat-eared. At least we still got our sense of humour. Bastards. One minute I'm doing handsprings and making fun of the High Jarl's belly, which is my solemn duty as court jester. The next, we're all running out of the castle, heaving up our breakfasts with skeletons clattering after us. Now everybody's dead, and everybody who isn't is sick. Just not a lot of good material in it, really. Not that it matters. Nobody's in a laughing mood anyway. I have a few things I managed to grab on the way out of Langscal.
Uh-huh. I mean, I'm tempted to get that just for the novelty value. Though I don't think I would actually use it in a battle.
What?
What's your head armor? That jester's cap is kinda tempting.
Keep smiling, if you can.
If only I had training for it.
Ha! Not often I see an iron I don't know. Welcome home, child of the Isles. Will you buy an old soldier a drink? Obvious, isn't it? Dead rising, sky vanishing, people dying from breathing. It's the end times. The Gottens say that we Einar are their children, and everything we have, from our gods to our ships to our shoes, was theirs first. But that's all wrong. It was the Gotten who are the children. We Einar were the true rulers of Gottenland. But we left and took our gods with us when our children betrayed us. We left them the fields which would not grow grain, the cows that would not give milk, and the forests that had no trees, and came here to the green land, the good land, and made the life we had only dreamt of back home. Souvenirs from my fighting days.
Oh, those are quite the souvenirs. Oh, I have a feeling I'm gonna blast through a bunch of my money on this place. That's a definite improvement. But could other party members use it first? Oh, it's the same helmet. Let's see, ancestral plate. Could you use this? Okay, that's a step down. That's a step down. That's a step down.
Mm-hmm.
You can't equip that.
Hmm?
Alright, Oakenheart Elvenhelm is an improvement. But who needs... Oh, they both need it. They have the same amount of constitution. Let's see, for you... It's a 1 point strength boost. 2 points constitution.
What?
Okay, you need this more.
Mm-hmm.
And just
What are
to
we
double
doing?
check. That's a step down for you.
Hmm?
Step up for her. Alright. You are going to get that. And there are just a couple things I can sell.
Cheers.
Yeah, I want your constitution to be fairly stable.
Here.
Really?
Yep.
Right, so these can go to the sell pile.
Now what?
Eh?
Right, so I'm going to sell this one as well. That is no good to anyone anymore. Where is my wood? Oh, wow.
Huh?
Really?
What?
What?
What is it that you want?
Huh?
Well, you see, he's saying now what because I keep bothering him. Because I enjoy bothering him. I'm trying to look for uses for the wood scraps that I have. Alright. I had a ton of wood scraps in my inventory, so hopefully that alleviates the stack a bit. There.
What do we have? Not much food left, but the cellar's full. So name your poison. Do you mean Selkie's tears? Well, I'll sell it to you, but fair warning. It'll make you want to kiss seals and go swimming in the sand. Have a...
Oh, we got crafting recipes. Make way. Okay, I still got Dwarven Stout and Elven Wine. Damn, that's expensive. I'll come back for that.
Thanks.
Okay, let's learn that. And learn that. What does beast and cabbage look like? Uh-oh. Can I make baked potato? Or do I not have the recipe for that? Oh, I don't have the recipe. Must have bought the other one.
Ah, you again. What a coincidence. Did you sail here? Oh, that's too bad. Black Hawk and I would have happily saved you the trouble. He's perched on the roof of the tavern, hidden as usual. So good to see you again.
What's a hen? Best fish of the fleet I was. The best. Till that whale came along. Bloody bloated behemoth. It's not the whale's fault. I once got so many fish. I had to go back and get another boat. Evil minion of Umien. Harpooned her a mile east of Stronsea. Smashed my boat. Killed my crew. But I held on. Though she went down to the depths and dragged me through the waves, I held fast and drove my bite ever deeper. Till at last, with a great twisting leap, she shook me at last and left me clinging to my broken mast. Oh, but the look she gave me before she submerged again. The endless depths of her huge black eye. I see it always, except when I drink. So I am never not drinking. Never!
Well, don't let me stop you.
Adventurers, I am so glad to see you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Prince Tan, trader extraordinaire, known far and wide as the greatest purveyor of rare and exotic goods in all the world. Unfortunately, I have met with calamity in the one place where I am not known, and thus must find some other way to escape this frozen rock and return to civilization. And you just might be that way. The trip has been a disaster from the start. Sickness plagued our voyage. Half my crew vanished in Scarabray. A storm smashed us into the rocks of this ice-bound hell. And then, when we disembarked, we were beset by the undead. I am the sole survivor, if one can call this surviving. I lost all my cargo. A fortune in fabric, armor, weapons, spices, and art. But I have one thing left of value. A sword, beyond compare. Razor it is called. Swifter and sharper than any you have ever seen. If you were to buy it, I would have enough to purchase passage out of this hell.
You know what? I have a feeling that it's not going to be an improvement on the sword I have, but...
Thank you. You have saved me. It's yours. Your generosity will get me home. Your generosity will get me home. How am I to get home?
Oh. You made it sound like a sword. It's actually a dagger.
Eh?
And it's worth 10% of what you sold it for.
What do you need?
Oh.
What is it that
In some
you
ways, this is actually a good weapon, but... I think I might hold on to this for a different character. Oh, I forgot to check the bows. Yeah, both of these are the kind that you'd have to put in your main slot, which I am not doing with this character. Alright. Next.
Oh, strangers.
Haven't seen you before. Have you just come? It's not the best time to visit Wire.
You wouldn't normally find us at the tavern, but we've been chased from our shop by skeletons, and there's no other place to go.
Much of our stock was ruined, but we still have some good things. Please.
Oh, more recipes. Baked potato! I've never been this excited over a baked potato. Oh, you know what? I'll buy the master lockpicks too. And fuck it, regular lockpicks. Why make the money if you can't enjoy spending it?
Stay safe, strangers.
Although I do have the feeling everyone here is just existing to sell me stuff. Okay, where are the... There you are. Well, I'm good on lockpicks for a while because of that. Okay, where are my bile bombs? There they are. Alright, now let's bake a potato. And we can make it shepherd's pie now. Yes! And the hearty stew. We're getting all the food now.
Can you not see? I want to be alone. Hi, Jarl Eodfast's champion. Sworn
to protect him and all his family. And look at me. Poisoned. Sick. I cannot raise my sword. I cannot hold my shield. I let Prince Saxoff be swallowed by the fog. He turned back to defend our rear. Eodvast ordered me to save him, but the fumes overwhelmed me as I ran back, and others carried me out. I failed my Jarl and my prince. Leave me to my shame.
Okay, we've talked to everybody, so let's talk to the person I'm actually supposed to have a conversation with.
Who approaches? Have a care. A wounded boar fights all the harder. You're no folk of mine. Why have you come to my fog-poisoned isle? I have heard of no such places here. My priest Loagnar might know. Well, you found it. He's behind all this. The poisoned air, the treachery of the priestesses of Orcan, the loss of the axe by which I rule. My wife is dead. My son, oh, I wish I knew. And I have no Carol's well enough to search for him. I don't suppose. Father Wagner says I should wait, but I'm damned if I will. You look fighting fit. Will you search for him? If you seek Xanta, they're in the same place. Langskal, my castle. The dragon axe, wielded by Halvard, father of Aethelrud, slayer of Anderstorst, the great worm that once terrorized these isles. It has symbolized our right to rule ever since. Aye, he appeared in the middle of my throne room and spread it from his bony fingers. My men died in droves, then rose undead. We had to retreat. To be driven from my own castle and forced to rule from an alehouse. Has any high Jarl suffered such a humiliation? Many fear the priestesses of the Raven, for they know our dreams, but they've always been loyal to the Jarls of the Stenish Isles. This treachery is devastating. When Xanta appeared, Saxolf ran at him. We never saw him again. The air. We were forced to fall back. I'm so ashamed. I must save him, I must! The blood of Aethelrud. I am the blood of Aethelrud, as is my son. All the high Jarls of the Einar. Is that why? Has the fiend captured Saxolf to take his blood? God, friends, I beg you, we want the same thing. Stop Xanta and save my son, and you will have all that a high Jarl of the Einar may give. Please, help me.
He doesn't ask much, does he?
How do we enter a castle full of poison fog?
His son will be dead when we find him, won't he?
A moment, strangers. So, Eadvast sends you to do what I warned him against. Well, perhaps you are the sign we have been waiting for. But you will die if you enter the castle. The tainted air will kill you before you take 3 steps. Take this key and go to the Temple of Vildsvin. My superior there, High Priest Braka, will give you a blessing to keep you safe from the poison. Then you may enter the castle. The Einar god of war, the great boar who protects his sow and his young, calm in peace, but fierce in battle. Their treachery is a terrible blow. For what has betrayed us to this wraith? Power? Pride? Who knows? Because the blessing cannot cure the sick, only prevent the healthy from sickening. Only that he is more powerful than any enemy the High Jarl has ever faced. If you fail to stop him, I fear he will be the doom of these isles. None that I know of. Our gods would not allow them to exist. See High Priest Braka. You will not enter the castle without his help.
A good 50 women taking a blessing from a boar priest? Ha!
I had a feeling she'd have something to say about that. Now, I had one quest. Ah, right. Searching for Ewan. Probably have to do that next time, because I think I'm going to cut this off at the next save point. So, that one outside in the village, probably. Well, this was more productive than I thought it would be. We had a boss fight, discovered a new area, and actually advancing through some of the main quests. Okay, there it goes. It seemed like it was taking a little longer to load than usual.
Your dead husband, coming after me with horny hands.
So that is going to do it for me for now. Planning to be back on later with Monster Hunter around the usual time, but thanks for checking this out, and I will see you around.